Recording started, and I will be streaming. Streaming started as well. Yay.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back, Corvos.
Thank you. Let's see, call hold.
So it looks like the whole party is there. And, yeah,
Alright,
they're talking.
So, what'd we miss?
Oh no, Veritas, you have a Yolan.
Alright. John, are you by the Corvos when they wake up? In which case they're gonna ask for a sit rep.
Repeat that.
John, are you by the Corvos when they wake up? Because they would ask you for a situation report. What happened while we were out?
He's kind of in the hall with everyone else. And he's near enough to you guys, if that's how you want to play it.
You're all in the main room of the mausoleum.
Alright, so what did we miss? Like, I know that we were here and people were praying for spells. We were keeping an eye out.
A few of our own went to retrieve the wagons.
A few of our own
and came back.
Wagons and then came back. Okay. I forget how long it's been since I did a recording here. Just to recap for YouTube, in the mausoleum of Ganji the Foul, some fights have occurred. Goran lost an eye. John lost an eye. It's been fun.
I forgot about the Lost Eyes.
Goran and Lars are now very easily distinguishable if you can see their face.
I see, says the blind man.
Only half.
Sorry, Aiden.
The other thing you missed, John and Robin stashed the spell components, or whatever they thought it was, that John D had left behind.
Oh, yes, John. Can I have the rest of that ink pack?
Of course.
Okay.
And I wrap it back up in the cap and put it back in my pack.
Duly noted. Okay, Nora and Essex, I assume you are talking about the lock that I described to Sebastian. So you heard my description of it. Okay, so I don't think I need to describe it again. All right.
Other than some rations, I don't think my guys are short of anything. Bandages, weapons, because...
They are hungry, though. It seems you've missed lunch.
Alright, if party looks like they're not doing anything at this exact moment, they'll eat lunch.
They seem to be mostly talking. A couple of them are inspecting a lock.
They probably have that under control for the next 10 minutes or so while we eat, or make it 5 if we eat fast.
Yeah.
Corvos are eating, not really stopping to enjoy the food, just shovel it in, chew, swallow, next bite.
Rifle wakes up Aubree, then darts outside to the horses and gets his weasel to feed and water it, having forgot about the poor starving weasel. Then returns to the party. 7 becomes Veritas Shadow once more. Aubree follows Rifle out and back in. Nora and Essex inspect the lock. And apparently John D is appraising the Corvos of the situation, since they fell prey to the sleeping sickness momentarily as they're shoveling food into their mouths. Did we lose somebody?
Yeah, Coaster is back.
And yes, very good. And so I guess the rest of you are just keeping watch at this point, because...
Rob will ask if our four-eyed friend was still out there.
Our what?
Nora specifically said that.
Or
well, sometimes people miss things. Oh, did I? Well, yeah, I guess you did. I did.
Alright. Dungeon Master, I'm role-playing that. My characters have no idea, but I, of course, have heard about the giant thingy with 4 eyes and flaming breath and blah blah blah, so... I assume
Okay.
that's what the party is talking about, but that would be out of character knowledge. In which case they're asking, are 4-eyed what? And I assume someone's going to explain it.
Well, I'm not assuming. I'm going to wait and see if they do.
Oh yes, the lovely creature that knocked on our door, then forced it open.
Well, to be fair, we didn't answer him when he called out hello in there, so... Alright, he's outside. Great. Fun. Great. Alright. Does he plan to join us, or is he just waiting outside?
I don't know. Should we ask him to join us? He may have some special abilities with those 4 eyes.
It looked like he barely fit through the doorway. It might be a bit crowded.
I would suggest we just let him wait outside unless he's intent on coming on in, and we'll continue onwards. I don't remember how big this place looked, but if one door leads to an office, then I'm willing to bet the other door doesn't lead to anything very big either, which I assume we haven't opened that door yet.
In the process of unlocking it now, I believe.
Alright.
Essex would inspect the lock as well before going back on watch. And who's locking what? Showing mute. Duly noted, double M. Okay, Nora, you're breaking out your picks and tools. No. Okay. Which lock, Nora? The one that's original or the other one? The other one. I'm sorry, you failed to pick that lock. It appears to be of better than typical construction and craftsmanship. After you've leveled up, or you come back on a different day and try again. You know what? Let me consult that. I think they do have a special note about that. What is my mom's manual doing over there with the player's handbook?
Robin would like to try her luck with the lock.
Okay, let me check my details here before
Guys, I just remembered something. There's still a hold on. In party chat, there's a tied question for the party.
Open locks may be attempted by any given thief, but once per lock. Okay. Yeah, I was correct. Okay.
So yeah, please feel free to drop your vote in.
Okay, the other lock. Okay, Nora, you are successful on the original lock that was part of the doorknob and whatnot. Robin's going to try the newer lock, I bet. I'm sorry, Robin. You failed to pick that lock.
I guess Ariel will try as well.
What is your percent chance, Ariel?
55.
Okay. Ariel, you're finding the tumblers, but you really have to add an extra tool in there to turn things. And you can hear sliding as whatever's behind the stone and the iron is very stout. You do manage to pick this lock. And sorry, Robin, you were the other one. Yeah, that. Never mind. Y'all have managed to pick both locks between the three of you.
What horrors have we unleashed?
John recasts fly.
Put it in actions for the round.
Amazing. Aw.
And apparently I have time for a couple more tracks. Yeah, y'all are done eating. Now I gotta
No,
make
I'm eating IRL.
of time here.
Be right back.
All right, let's see what we got now. Out of character chat. Burb. In character chat, be ready. We heard scratching behind this one. Please don't be more fucking ghouls. Welcome back. All right, Corvo's.
I'm pretty sure my parents are going to be a minute because they're trying to wrangle a cat right now.
Oh, okay.
Ah, cats.
Cat wranglers. I'm a cat herder myself. Essex is ready with his short bow. John D's casting fly. Feltex spear at the ready. Aubree keeping near rifle. Bow at the ready, however. Ariel calling out, get your weapons ready, guys, then pulling his sword and shield out. Veritas pulling out mace and shield, keep 7 close by to her, or close to her. Nora will back away quickly and put away her tools and pulls out her short sword. Rifle packs away Wesley and his carrier and hands it to Aubree, saying, "Here, hold my bag," and gets ready to cast on a drop of the copper. Seven pulls out longsword and shield and goes defensively next to Veritas. Okay, I don't think I see anything for Sebastian. And yeah, I know we're waiting on Robin and Bevan to finish cat wrangling.
There he is.
Sebastian is typing. And we just lost Leonard. And he's back. Good.
Maybe you should do it more often.
I don't know, Leonard. You dropped out of voice and then you came back into voice. And we're waiting for your actions for the round. They have picked the locks on the door on the right. And people are pulling out weapons and handing off weasels. And John D is flying again. Or he's cast fly. Bow and arrow, trigger happy. Okay, in this case,
Technically, he's casted a spell.
yeah, you've cast a spell and nothing. Okay, and we're waiting on the cat wranglers, Bevan and Robin. And Robin is typing.
There he is. He's going for bow and arrow rather than his Molotovs. I'll consider it.
Ready, short bow. Okay.
Why don't you just be like a cat that was locked up in there?
So good news, my power came back on, so I'm not going to be leaving.
Oh, very
Oh,
good.
yay.
Congrats. Corvo.
How's your phone doing?
My phone's at 27% now.
Ooh.
So
That's good.
So even if the power did go out, I'll be good.
Awesome.
Crossbow, hammer, short sword. Since you have time to be more specific. Okay. Again, we're waiting on Bevan.
I feel kind of ironic that I had John say that.
Sorry, guys, lost connection.
Okay,
Welcome
It's
back.
good.
welcome back.
Hey, question. Did the Ancient One have any horns?
What ancient one?
In LNL. That's his actual name, right?
I'm not discussing L&L right now. Bow at the ready. Okay, gang, so you're all standing there. Some of you have got bows. Some of you have got melee weapons. One of you has a weasel. And you're all staring at this door. Is one of you planning on opening the door?
Pascal will volunteer to open it.
Okay.
He's got, his sword in hand, and he has it set to honor ×4, and I'm hoping that saves his ass.
Okay.
Does the door open inwards or outwards?
It opens away from you.
Away from you. Well, poop. Alright. Is the hand on the left side or the right side?
The right.
Alright. Standing against the wall to the right of the door, he's going to, he wants to be, in case, the door shoots out forward, he shouldn't be in the line of fire. He's going to try the handle.
It turns easily.
Open it just a tiny bit, see if that triggers any traps. Squeaky. Lovely.
You open it a tiny bit.
On levitates.
Okay, you're floating up. How high, John D?
About a foot.
About a foot. Duly noted.
Dungeon
Okay,
Master.
well, yes.
Using my sword, I'm going to see if I can push it fully open. Give it a bit of a shove with the sword to push it open.
It will open as far as you will push it, but the moment you stop pushing, because it's stiff, it stops.
Alright, just push it open then.
Okay, you push it open.
Guys, this thing is squeaky, and I don't trust that.
It's dark inside that room. Y'all can see a little bit of way in there, because I think some of you still have continual light stones.
I believe the Corvos still have all 3 of theirs.
Okay.
Pascal will suggest he can throw his in, unless someone has a better idea.
What
And
if it's like
I
last
have no
time where...
objections.
What if it's like last time where if we observe something in there, it immediately becomes hostile, but...
I don't know, man. Do you want to just stand out
Then
here
we deal
and...
with it.
Yeah, do you want to just
Then we
stand
do
out
it
here
then.
and wait for the
Good
death of the universe, or do you want to try and see if there's treasure in there? I doubt it's the same thing
Fine.
twice, but do you have a better idea? Essex,
If
you
you
were
got a
saying
better
something?
idea, say it.
I was saying I had no objections to someone throwing in their lightstone.
Alright. Golden kind of talked over you there. What were you saying?
I have an
I
idea.
wasn't.
Alright, Vader. John.
First, cast Turn Undead just in case.
Okay, guys, if you can do that, that's probably a good idea. What comes next? Guys,
Listen to see if anything
Just-
dies.
Let's.
Or
for
turns.
fuck's
We don't want to waste that thing. Let's just go in.
Dungeon Master Pascal will at this point throw his lightstone in. Going for
Okay.
Come on.
distance.
There.
Going for distance.
Let's see how deep this room goes. Maybe there's something further back that's hoping that light doesn't go too far in.
Okay, you toss your stone in, going for distance, and you're throwing it hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw it as far as it will go.
Okay. Give me that item saving throw for your stone.
Oh, oof. D20. 18!
Okay, it saves. It goes about 20 feet and bounces off of the opposite wall.
Stairs? Is this gonna be
Anything?
another...
We see?
Well, The room is about 20 feet deep. And okay, and where is that at? Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'll go in. Okay. Moves and walks through the door ready to cast magic missile. Okay.
Dungeon Master, can you finish describing the room, please? I don't have a clear picture of it.
The room is about 15 feet wide from what y'all can see.
Anything of interest in the room? Like, I
Not
don't
that
know,
you-
a horde of zombies.
Not that you can see. Who was that went in? Was that right?
Rifle.
Rifle. Yes, okay. Rifle, as you step through the doorway, give me a perception check.
Nope.
16. Yeah. Okay. So, Rifle, it's like I said, the room is about 15 feet wide and about 20 feet from front to back. And yeah, you're inside the room a step or two. What do you wish to do? And party, new.
I should specify. Dungeon Master, there is a reason for this. We heard scratching at the door. If there are no other doors in here, there is something invisible. So, yeah. Once we verify, hey, there might be another way in, then it's possibly safe to go in.
Fun. Okay, I don't see anything from Essex yet. Okay. So let me just be clear on things here. So Rifle is first in. Followed
Then
by
Aubree.
Then Aubree.
Where's
Yeah.
Lars in this?
Well, after he opened the last door, he was kind of waiting to see there weren't any mirrors this time. Okay, so who is third? Veritas, I believe. Let me get rid of these other check marks off of here. I'm getting a good solid marching order here. So Veritas, I have you third. And then let's see, Veritas has a shadow, I believe. That would be 7 is fourth. All right, who's after 7?
Dungeon Master at that point, since so many party members have filed in, I guess the Corvos will follow suit.
Okay.
They were initially intending to wait, but since everyone else is heading in, I guess we'll head in as well.
Okay, which one of you first?
Pascal.
Okay, so Pascal is 5th, followed by who?
Let's do Goran, Lars, Kragan. Unless
Oops.
Lars has an objection to that
7.
idea.
No, he's fine with that. Okay. Kragan, as you're about to step over the threshold, Rifle, give me a perception check.
By the way, my guy's
Sure.
strength and such has worn off in them, right?
Yeah, it's wore off by now.
Yeah, good. Just double checking because I have it written down and it shouldn't be.
Okay. And Aubree, give me a perception check.
Done. Mhm.
Okay. Right about the time, because you're following Rifle, as Rifle gets about middle of the room, you notice all these strange scratch marks all over the floor and a line that runs from the left wall straight across the middle of the room to the right wall. And as Rifle puts his foot down, you hear a click. Dexterity checks, everybody in the room.
So that'll be Goran and Pascal, not Kragan though, because he was back.
Not Kragan.
Alright, well, is also. Okay, oof on Goran. Although I think his dex is 1 below, yeah. Oof. My bad, 2.
Okay. Leonard, you weren't in the room yet, I don't think. No, not yet.
Magic
Everyone
armor,
that
save
was
my
in the
dex.
room, and Aubree, you are definitely in the room.
Was Robin in the room? Or not yet?
Not yet. I have Rifle, Aubree, Veritas, 7, Pascal, Goran, and Lars in the room. Everyone else was still outside. Kragan was next, but click, and things happening. And I need to step away for a minute or two. I'll be back very quickly to tell you what's happening.
This is big oof.
Oh yeah.
This is really big oof.
Did I fuck up my math here? Full plate with chain is 0. Plus 2 from Dex is -2.
So we made Darth Vader in D&D. That's a 5th edition stat block, however.
Well, you did not specify that.
I don't think 5th edition and 1st edition stat blocks are the same thing. Nor do they do the exact same thing.
Yeah, we're gonna
No,
fight
they
Darth
are
fucking
not.
Vader.
Because I don't think there's Witch Bolt or legendary resistances in 1st edition. Witch Bolt, it's a 5th edition spell.
Let's see. Dex.
And
no.
by that silence, I can
meant-
Sorry, I
definitely
cut out
tell
for a moment
that,
there. What was that about a spell?
I was talking about the 5th edition spell Witch Bolt.
Oh, yeah. Good luck
And
getting that,
most-
making that one.
Sounds like an off-brand magic missile.
It's not.
It's not. Whenever you cast a spell and it does 1d10 lightning damage, and then for each bonus action on your turn, you can make it do the damage again for
Okay.
like a minute.
All right. First things first.
Actually, I did both.
Rifle, did you make your dexterity check? Okay, yes, you did. Aubree, did you make yours? Yes. Okay, good. All right, who was third? Veritas. Veritas, did you make yours?
Yes.
Fourth. 7, I saw. Out of order there. You made yours. Pascal, did you make your dexterity check?
Pascal, yes. Goran, no. Goran fails by 2.
Oh, Goran and Lars. Goran and Lars, both of you have fallen down. There's no damage. Okay, the rest of y'all, even though that crack in the middle of the room opens up by about 1.5 feet, you managed to stay on your feet because the slope is not terrible. But it's dark, and that continual light stone that you threw, Pascal, it slides down into the darkness. So now there's some light coming from down there. There's some, after the click and the floor kind of drops, there's some groaning and creaking. It feels the floor is kind of wobbly. What does the party wish to do at this time?
Should I put it in actions?
Yes, let me new that up.
Hey, did any of us fall in?
No, just the two that failed their dex checks fell down.
That was Goran and who else?
Lars.
Alright.
That could have been a catastrophic cascade effect. To be fair, I would have walked in 2 feet from the door and stopped. Not with 6 other people behind you, though.
They are not. So those two are not down the hole.
No, nobody fell down into the hole.
Okay. There you go, Devlin.
Never mind.
No
So
one
wait,
fell
where
in.
are Goran and Lars?
They were
Behind
the
us.
last 2 to come in.
So they're behind?
They're behind.
Never mind then.
They didn't slide. They just fell down. At this point, they grabbed a hold of...
Never mind.
So they got knocked off their asses.
Rifle grabs hold of Aubree and darts for the door. Nope, just nope. 7 drags Veritas out the door, holding on to amulet and bow. Still ready with a short bow. Hold back and be ready with bow. Still at the ready. What happened? Looking around for a way to disarm the floor trap enemy. Well, Corvos, you don't see any enemies or any way to disarm the floor trap. Veritas saying, back out of the room. Ariel trying to see what happened. Okay. Well, Lars is trying to get to his feet and get out the door since he was the last one to make it through.
Oh yeah, Gorn should get to his feet. I'm a stupid idiot. You know what? Yeah, guys, let's get into the other room. I don't trust this, so I'm gonna have my guys go inside and urge everyone else to get into the initial room.
Okay, so after a bit of not climbing over top of each other and pushing anyone down into the hole, the party will... I know it's incomplete, but I'm just going to go ahead because I don't imagine anybody is going to run into the room and dive into the hole. So, party, you all get out of the room, and yes. What does the party wish to do now?
Okay.
You would if your head wasn't sweating.
John would like to stand in the doorway and sniff.
What the fuck is with John sniffing things? I don't know.
Well, smells like a mausoleum, John D. Ancient death and rot and yeah.
Dungeon Master, how big was the hole?
Well, it had opened up to about 1.5 feet, the gap.
Right, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Someone... John, you can fly, right? In fact, is John flying right now?
He is.
John, we're gonna tie a rope around you. You're gonna fly to the other end and see if you can disable that trap, and if there isn't a way, then you'll fly back. Oh, and we got
Disable
sleeping
it
sickness.
how?
I don't know, maybe there's a lever, or something, just scout.
Do you want me to push down on it?
Man, I don't know how floor traps work. I don't know.
+2 full plate, plus shield. And
I'm thinking I fucked up my math there.
no, it's -4.
Alright, I had it badly recorded as -3. Oof.
So, yeah, full plate and shield is 0. Then it's +2, that'd be -2. And then the 2 for dex, -4. Who is that? Gorn? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then I need to amend this.
I recall he actually took some hits that managed to hit -3 that he wouldn't have taken, but oh well.
Feel better, Aiden.
Yeah, feel better, Lydia.
Good night.
I'll have to check a couple other people now just to make sure, because that sucks. Let's see. Fuck. Right, okay, John, can you make someone else fly?
You have to give me... I can do it for you people, but...
Do we
need
really
to-
want to deal with this any longer?
You
I
need
just wanna
to
get out of
spend
this
time to
place.
get the spell. Okay, so to deal with this right now, it looks like a small hole. Volunteers? Someone to go in with a light stone, look around and see if there's a way to disable it, otherwise just go around it and be careful. We tie a rope to you all, and if you slip, we pull you out.
Ariel raises his hand and say, "Oh, I can do it."
Okay.
What did you even see in there?
We didn't see anything. The floor opened up and tilted down, and we got out in case there was going to be like a demon expelled from there or something, but that doesn't look
Look,
like it's happening.
tie the rope around me, give me a light stone. I'm sticking to the ceiling, though.
Good, good. Alright, so Dungeon Master, we're going to tie a rope around John, give him one of Kragen's light stone, and yeah.
And you. And he'll just pick a random person and then shove his weasel into their hands.
A random person.
Who is this random person?
Nora's asleep. Hang on.
Yeah, Dungeon
It's-
Master, Pascal will
it's
move
Robin.
the...
Say again, double.
Pascal will move the sleepers off to the side so they don't get trampled or hurt in case we have to run the fuck out.
Okay.
So Kragan will take out his 50 feet of rope, tie it around John. Goran, Lars, you two are the strongest here, I think. You can grab, and yank this guy back here if you need to. Sound good?
Okay.
This is what John says to Robin, by the way. I trust you. Keep this troublemaker safe for me.
Did you feed him recently?
Sure.
I'm sure it helped itself off to my own stuff and went its own business. He's not
Guys.
going to crap on you.
Guys, let's not waste any more time. I don't want there to be something crawling out of there that we just sort of let happen because we didn't close the hole. Ready, John?
Sure thing.
Alright, good luck, man.
I'm going to lose the other eye, aren't I?
Okay, so the rope is tied around John D. This is 50 feet of rope. Kragan and Lars have the other end of the rope. And you've given John D a light stone.
Yes.
Okay. And John D, you've passed off your familiar to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do, John D?
He first shines the light up to the roof to see if there isn't anything that he should be wary of on the ceiling for whatever reason.
You do not see anything on the ceiling.
In the doorway, he levitates up to the ceiling and basically skirts the edge of the ceiling horizontally almost.
Okay, how far into the room are you going?
About halfway.
Okay, so you're over top of the crack.
And he tries to use the light stone in his hand and the light that's down there to get a picture of what's going on.
Well, you can see about 10 feet further down is where the light stone that fell in is at. And it seems to be resting on the floor that is tiled. The room that it's in is bigger than the room that you're in, so you cannot see all of the room beneath.
Does there look like there are scratch marks or bones or whatever?
You can see scratch marks on the floor that is tilted from north and south beneath you. But the floor down there, you don't see any scratch marks.
What is this spell called?
Do you guys want me to go down?
No. Is there a lever or a button or something you can do to close up the floor?
John looks around for such a thing.
You do not see any such thing.
I see no such device.
Any
Okay,
other
then.
doors in the room other than the one we came in through?
Not that you can see.
Fuck.
No.
Check the walls. Look if there's maybe a hidden panel.
Dear God, man.
Alright, fine. Come back.
And John does so.
Alright.
Okay, so you exit the room.
Untie the rope from John. Tie it around Pascal. Give Pascal the light stone, or actually give Kragan back his, and Pascal take out his own light. No, Pascal's light stone's down in the hole. Never mind. Give Kragan's light stone to Pascal. Pascal is going to walk into the room, hug the edge of the room to avoid the hole, and look around for a hidden panel, maybe that might have the hidden switch or something. He's avoiding the hole, Dungeon Master.
Okay, so
Sword in
you do
hand.
understand from the crack that was in the middle of the room that ran east to west, everything north of that crack dropped down.
Oh,
Everything
now I have a better
south
picture.
of that crack dropped down, but not at the very north and south walls. Apparently, the floor is hinged at the north wall and the south wall.
Never mind. Now I get it. How steep is that slope, though?
It's not very steep. It's very gentle because, again, it only dropped enough for that crack to open up about 18 inches.
18 inches. Okay, so that's a 1.5 feet. I could probably just jump or walk over that hole.
Yeah.
Alright, hugging the walls, though. I don't trust it. Kragan,
Okay.
Lars, do not let me fall in there. And yeah, just going around the room, seeing if there's a hidden panel in the walls or anything that would disarm this. Special attention paid over by the middle.
What a day to not
of
have
the room.
spider climb active.
Well, you don't find anything on the south half of the room. Are you crossing the crack?
It's a 1.5 feet. Like, I should be able to do that, yeah.
Okay,
Dungeon
are you
Master, do
gonna
I feel like I could step over the 1.5 feet gap?
You think so?
I'm gonna take my sword and poke the floor and see if it goes down further, like it's not able to support my weight.
Okay, as you're poking the floor, you hear a crunching and a snapping noise as the floor gives completely, both north and south, and you will fall.
Oof.
You will take 2 hit points of damage as you hit the tiled floor below.
Hold on, don't we have a rope around him?
Yes,
Probably not
50
enough.
feet of rope. 50 feet of rope, and he fell 10 feet.
Alright.
Nobody
Guys,
said anything about keeping the rope tight and free from slack.
this is true. I should have
Okay.
specified it. Oh well. Even if we had, he was over by the middle of the room, I assume, so
Yeah.
wouldn't have mattered. He probably would have hit the floor.
Okay, welcome back, Leonard. Okay,
Welcome
so
back.
you have fallen about 10 feet, Pascal. This room is 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Right, I'm gonna wait for the description to be over before I do my actions.
You approximate this room to be about 30 north-south by 40 east-west. And there does seem to be a little alcove on the eastern wall with a very sturdy door.
Do I hear anything moving around or see anything moving around coming to attack me?
You do not hear anything. You do not see anything. The only thing in this room other than you is a bucket near the doorway. You know, it's like a very short hallway, maybe 2 feet deep to the door. There's a bucket next to the corner of that alcove, I guess you'd call it, and the other continual light stone laying on the floor. At this point, party, other than hearing something crunch and break, and what you can see past Kragan and Lars, which isn't a whole lot, but apparently the floor gave and Pascal disappeared from your sight. Kragan, you can see a lot better now that the floor has completely dropped, and you can see Pascal. He hits the ground, but he's not even stunned or dazed. He gets up real quick, and he's looking, and he's got his sword in one hand and that continual light stone in the other. And what do you wish to do, Pascal and Kragan?
Pascal's going to call up to Kragan. Kragan's going to call back. They're going to confirm. Basically, Kragan and Lars are going to hold the rope steady, and Pascal's going to climb back up. Fuck that. I ain't staying down there.
Okay, what are you doing with your sword and your continual light stone while you climb up?
Sheath sword, and how big is the continual light stone?
It's
the size of a. Actually, I can tell you exactly.
Can I put it in my mouth and bite down with it with my teeth to hold it?
Absolutely.
Doing that.
It is the size of a sling bullet.
okay.
Right, making sure
I
not to
forgot to
swallow it. I don't want my insides to glow.
Give me an intel check, Pascal.
Alright. 1 second. Pascal's actually pretty bright, so he might make it. I can't type. But I don't think he does, because he's not that smart. He has an intel of 15. So fail by 2.
Okay. All right, so you're climbing up, or are you just kind of holding on while they pull you up?
Let them pull me up, it'll be faster.
Okay. Now, of course, that's a little awkward when you get to the part where the floor is hanging, but you manage to push yourself away from that enough that they can pull you on up. So, and then they haul you back into the room.
Alright. Deposit lightstone on the ground, give it back to Gregan, you know. And fuck, now what?
Huh? What about the light stone on the ground?
The lightstone that I had in my teeth, I'll give that back to Gregan.
Okay, because you left the other one on the floor in there.
I know. I wanted there to be light down there. Was that the intel check? Actually, I shouldn't do that. Don't tell me. Oh.
Yeah, it was. But whatever.
No, I wanted there to be light down there. I actually did think of that.
Okay.
Alright, so guys, fuck. There didn't seem to be anything down there, but there didn't seem to be anything in here. Ideas? Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe we have someone hold the rope from up here or tie it to something sturdy and go down one at a time.
Well, did you see anything down there special?
And Pascal will describe the room, specifically the alcove, the door, and the bucket, and anything else you noted.
Did you see anything in the bucket? Or did you just dip?
I did not want to be attacked by invisible skeletons, so I dipped.
That's fair. If you want, I can go down and...
John, you can fly. Here's what I'm thinking. John flies and he hovers above, like he stays in the top room, but he's looking down, ready to cast spells. And then we start sending people back down one at a time down the rope. I'll go back down.
Dungeon Master going for a smoke while y'all plot your suicide. I mean, your adventure.
I say one of us goes in first.
Tell you what, I have a fly spell. You know how my magic works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I can try. If you want to do someone else for exploring, then Vader or John.
I'm thinking we all go down.
No, how about this?
Go ahead.
I and John go down, right? He shoots anything that tries to attack me, and I go check out the door, the bucket, and anything else that's down there. If anything happens, I'll holler, and then you guys yank me back up.
The idea of shooting, do we want Richard waiting up top?
Yeah, I think it's safer for one person to go down than five people go down. Something happens, and we can't really pull them up.
Well, what
Mind
if
if
we're all
I
down
test
there?
something real quick?
If we're all down there and something happens, we're kind of fucked if something does.
Ariel, you want me to go down with you, right?
I mean, I was saying no, it's Ariel. I was saying float above, and try and snipe anything that comes at me, so you have a better viewpoint. If you want to come down and look at the things with me.
I can't see anything.
There's a light stone down there, John D. It should illuminate the area quite well.
If it's invisible.
If it's invisible, I'm fucked either way.
Shouldn't we have someone that can turn undead down there?
I guess have Veritas or someone nearby as well. Go with you, John. Stay, I guess, at the doorway? Because there's no more floor in there, isn't there? Is that something I plan? Have Veritas the door, I go down, John floating above, watching me.
I mean, I'm
Veritas, do you think maybe we could do Ariel or someone else who wants to volunteer? Hell, Pascal's even willing to try it.
What'd you say?
Do you, Sebastian, no. Ariel or Pascal, because Veritas, you do a lot of healing, and we should have you be
going down. I said she was staying at the door. Ariel's saying, this is Ariel talking. This is Ariel going down. Veritas is gonna stand at the door.
My bad then, Golden. My apologies. Yeah, that sounds like pretty solid then. So, we'll let down Ariel. Veritas will be waiting by the door, ready to turn undead if it turns out to be more fucking undead. John D floating above. Feltuk, if you can get that fly spell off, that'd be great, if you're willing to try it. Just so we have another caster that can unload magic bullshit into enemies if they appear. So I felt like, why don't you try that while we get everything else prepared? And then let's tie the rope around Ariel, give him a light stone, or actually there's already one down there, maybe he doesn't need
To
it.
be clear, I'm going to try this on Ariel, correct?
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
Should work.
Alright, so yeah, try it on Ariel. Will Ariel be able to control how he flies, or are you going to control it?
Ariel will be in control.
Okay, good. In that case, Ariel will have the rope around you anyways, just in case something knocks you unconscious, but...
Yeah,
fine.
don't do a thing like earlier.
Sounds good. Feltek, let's get that spell going.
Dungeon
If
Master,
I
may I
start
roll?
shouting, if I start shouting or John starts shouting, just start yanking me up.
Okay. Because I know I missed some of your plotting, so new is out there.
I'll just type up the general plan real quick.
I could explain that.
Casts fly on Ariel. Tie rope around him.
It's nice to have things written, though.
Scouts out the room. John.
So John,
That, and I'm
was-
also dealing with the message thing.
John was cut off, but I'm curious, is anyone going to ask about what he meant when he said he wanted to test something?
Honestly, John, I missed that, but I'm thinking about 20 things at once.
Yeah, no, I know you said that, but it didn't fully register.
How wide is
Sorry.
this doorway, Dungeon Master? Because I assume the floor has now fallen out all the way to the door.
Correct.
Alright, so probably only wide enough for one person at a time. Well, one man-sized person.
One man-sized person at a time, yeah.
So 2 dwarves might be able to do it, but no, not 2 corvos.
And Veritas at the door.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, all 3 of Lydia's characters got out of the room, and the sleeping sickness took them, and one of the Corvos moved them out of the way.
I'm thinking the door creaked open, the floor fell out, didn't look like a resettable trap. I don't know about this. I'm thinking we're looking at a room that's designed for people to go in and die, and there might not be much else there.
Well, there's a door down there, so clearly it's meant for something. Though there was scratching. Maybe whatever was scratching is in that door.
Wait a minute, how could it have scratched it there if... Fuck. There's nothing else in the room but the
Oh,
trap
so now
floor,
you guys are
apparently.
questioning that?
No, I was questioning that first, but I'm thinking about it now.
Could have
So
been
there's
in
something
that.
that
Could be in
scratched
that.
at the door, but it
If it's
wasn't...
door
scratched
then.
at the door here, then it fell in there and is just biding its time to pounce on someone. Or
Maybe it's in the bucket. Maybe the bucket is scratching at the door, huh?
Oh.
Hey, Ariel, shoot the bucket with an arrow when you get down there.
Alright, I will.
Or actually shoot it from, if you can get an angle on it, probably not.
are you suggesting the bucket is a mimic or something?
I think
I
the
don't
bucket's
know.
a monster, yes. I don't
Could
know
be a
what a
slime
mimic
in a
is.
bucket.
Dungeon Master or mimics common knowledge.
We have a living buckets. Fear. Hide your children. A living bucket.
Fuck, I don't know.
Or splash water onto you. I'm just having some fun. Calm down. I'll shoot
I'm
it. Then.
role playing here, guys. I'm having time of my life. We're doing a dungeon, guys. It's awesome.
I say I go down. We do the plan. We do the plan. I poke at the door with something.
Survive, not kick the bucket.
No, we're not
Okay.
kicking the bucket.
No, we're
Benton.
shooting it.
Shooting the bucket.
Fish
You
in
know,
a barrel?
I will. I'll
if
go
I
check
wasn't
the door
concerned
as
it was
well.
going to
see
set
if
the
it's
whole
not-
place on fire somehow, Sebastian's idea of just setting everything on fire with Molotovs isn't terrible in terms of killing things. It just might kill us too, which is the problem. Duly
Is
noted.
that area of effect or individual person?
Individual person. I know what
Counted
spell she's
for if
talking
there were
about.
2 more doors. I have protection from fire, though, if we need it. Aubree, bow and amulet ready.
I would question why you have that on tap right now, but then again, we do have someone who frequently flings Molotovs.
Bevan's still holding, and bow ready. Feltec has a fly spell.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if it works, Feltec.
Please work, please work.
It worked. Okay,
Yay,
tie a rope
awesome.
around Ariel. He goes down and scouts out the room.
That's
John
my
is
level 2
floating.
slot gone.
John is floating in the upper room, ready with a spell. Veritas in the doorway, ready to turn undead. Okay, who's holding the other end of the rope?
Greg and Lars,
big people.
Goran.
Lars.
Make sure it's taut.
It's slow.
Give
I
me
forget,
some
is Ariel
slack,
a
but not
boy
too
or a
much.
girl? I actually forget
Boy.
at this point.
Ariel
Boy.
is male.
Okay, lead,
Ariel.
let him down slowly, so
Yeah.
that he can climb down.
Well, Ariel's gonna fly down.
Okay,
Oh, that's
Ariel.
true. Clyde thing.
Ariel, this
That's
is wonderful. You're able to fly. You can move like up or down 10 feet around. Or no, I think it's up 10 feet. Down you can do twice as fast. And of course, I think it's a movement rate of 12 horizontally and such. But it's awesome. You just will yourself in a direction and you go that way. It's awesome. You can fly.
Yeah.
So the vertical and horizontal, it's all just altogether 12-inch.
Okay, horizontal it's 12, but I think if you read the spell,
Vertical is
oh,
10.
hold on. Vertical is 10. No, that's levitate. Let me look it up. It's been a
Page
while.
73.
Thank you.
Magic user spells.
Okay, half that if ascending, so a movement rate of 6 going up. Double if you're diving.
How does that translate to per round?
Uh,
Well, I mean,
So
6 tens of
it's
yards,
Pretty nice.
6 tens of yards moving up,
180 feet per round.
24 tens of yards moving down.
Alright, so about 3 feet per second.
Okay, duration. And what level caster are you? Never mind.
5th.
You're 5th. So 5 turns, 50 minutes, plus an additional 1 to 6 that you won't know about.
Yup. So it lasts at least an hour.
At least an hour.
Feltec, are you saying that in character or out of character?
You're right. That is worth mentioning. This should last you. This fly spell should last you at least an hour.
Alright then.
So in an
Okay.
hour, don't be floating 100 feet above the ground.
Why would I do that? 200 feet, obviously.
Yeah, 200 feet.
All right, so at this point, Feltec, because I imagine you're going to fly around and test it out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understand how it works correctly.
Alright,
You know,
Ariel,
have some
when you're
fun.
ready, everyone else, take positions.
You know, this is funny. This is funny because you being a satyr, you're Peter Pan. Get it, Pan?
I was waiting to make that joke.
Okay. So then I take it the party is going to carry out the plan as the Corvos have put it out there. Ariel, you've got the rope tied around you. Lars and Gorn have the other end of the rope.
Welcome back, Leonard, but you're still deafened and muted, so you can't hear us. And welcome back.
Ah. Welcome back, Leonard. Okay.
Ariel will be floating like an inch off the ground.
Okay. And so you're going to float into the room.
Yes.
Okay. You get about halfway and your fly spell cuts it. No, just kidding.
God damn it, Chris.
Veritas in the doorway. So Veritas, you are crowding the doorway. So Lars and Gorn are like off to one side, the two big guys with the rope. And you are keeping the slack out of it, I take it?
Ariel, do you want us to keep the slack out of it before you go down there?
Keep it tight, but give me a little bit so I can still move around.
Alright. Dungeon Master, I don't know if you've ever gone rock climbing, but typically they have two guys. One of them's letting the slack out, the other guy's ready to hold it taut immediately, and they only give about 6 feet at a time. So
Yes, I'm a professional climber. Rock, pole, and other things.
So yeah, Gorn and Lars will do that. I guess we'll have Gorn be the slack letter and Lars as the emergency stopper.
Okay. Lars on hold, Gorn on belay.
Exactly.
Yes.
We're not going to do the actual wording for it, just...
I know, because your characters don't know these things. And Feltek is typing.
I think I'm about to be interrupted. Give me a moment.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Is he typecasting?
I don't know, he's typing though. You've had some nice one-liners tonight, Coaster. Feltek, I would like to start studying Magic Missile. 30 minutes. Okay, so Feltek, I'm going to assume you are going over to where...
near the pile of sleeping people.
The sleepers. And is anyone guarding the sleepers? Anyhow, y'all think Dublin will be back? I'm going to go get a couple of drags real quick.
If no one else would, Essex would guard the sleepers.
Okay, son. Do you want me to help you put that thing together?
We should write that out, Essex, just so that Dungeon Master has reference.
Yes, our level 1 is guarding the people.
Hey, at least level 1 can still yell.
Yes, cue Wilhelm scream.
I mean, a scream is still a scream. It will alert you guys.
Yes, both Magic Missile and Fly are second level spells for me. It's very weird. Okay, I'm going to be right back as well. Need to put something away.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I heard a whisker.
Alright, Dungeon Master, I don't know if you had my guys go sleeping sickness, but
He's
they're
not
back
back
and
yet.
we'll resume.
No, he's gone.
He's not back.
Gone forever. We have to do the session without him.
This is really
So
flipping annoying.
who wants to sub DM?
I would be the best
Well-
choice, but we're gonna wait for girls. So I'm thinking if we verify that this room is clear, before we move on to the next one, we get people down into here. Pascal, blah, blah, blah. Just get people down into the next room so we can keep going forward cautiously.
The party's first dungeon crawl.
I know. It's awesome.
Yeah. So we almost died first room, but no matter.
I mean, we could have turned undead at any point in the previous 2 encounters, other than the dupes.
We could have, but did we though?
We should have. If one of my guys was a cleric, they'd have done that.
Why did you say it would be a waste to cast or to do turn undead? Maybe
I said
if
that
it's-
because of the amulet. I know it.
maybe for the amulet, but Veritas can do it every minute.
I don't
All right,
think it
y'all
quite works like
want to
that.
keep going with that conversation, or you want me to continue?
Please continue.
Okay. All right. Let's see, Ariel. So you heard the dimensions I told Pascal about the room.
10 by 10 by 15?
Okay, I
No,
thought you
it's
were
not.
going to the room below.
I am going to the room below. Sorry.
Okay, you think that's 40 by about 30.
Hmm.
And again, I don't remember which way the mausoleum is oriented, but we're going that the front door was on the south side. The 2 doors were on the north side, just for...
Oh,
No,
by the
you're
way,
good, Aubree. So
He's gonna have his dagger and his buckler out.
okay. So you're floating down into the room, and John D, you're floating in the upper room, ready to throw a spell. And yes, it's as I described it, 40 by 30 or so. The 30 is north-south, and about middle of the wall, of the eastern wall, is the little alcove with the door. And there's a bucket just to the north of that corner. What do you wish to do, Ariel?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I have this right. I'm in the middle-ish of the room, right?
Yes.
There is you said a doorway?
Uh-huh.
One way. Is the bucket near the doorway, you said?
Yes, because like I said, the door is recessed a little bit.
Yeah.
So where that recess comes into the open room, it creates a corner. The bucket is right next to that corner.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room? He's looking around.
All you see is the continual light stone laying on the floor, the bucket near the door, and the door. The walls appear to be very well placed brick, although quite aged. The floors are tiled, and yeah, that's it.
He's going to slowly float towards the bucket.
Okay. How high off the ground are you?
About an inch.
About an inch. Okay, you float over to the bucket.
Is there anything in the bucket?
No, it's empty.
Okay. Does the door have just any handle?
It does have a handle on the right-hand side. There is an opening in the upper portion of the door, like a window, but it has bars. What is your light source at this moment?
My light source?
Yes.
The one at the floor.
Okay.
Can he see inside, or is it too dark?
It's too dark on the other side of the bars.
Okay. He's gonna tap the bucket with his foot, by the way.
Okay, you do so. It reacts like a bucket that you're tapping with your foot.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure. He will go back over and pick up the lightstone.
Okay.
And we'll float back over to the door and try and see its inside.
Okay. It appears to be a corridor because it goes to the left further than you can see from where you're at, and the same to the right. The corridor looks to be about 30 feet across, and you can see directly opposite the door that you're peering through the bars of, another door just like it. And let me see, Ariel. Oh yes, and you see directly on the other side of the door on the floor, you can see what looks like a very old corpse.
Mm.
The flesh is all gone. The clothing has mostly rotted. This person was wearing, you assume the clothes were brown, although with age you can't tell anymore. Boots and a helmet. But a lot of the shirt is shredded in the front, so you can see bone through that. What do you wish to do at this time? Everyone else, I assume that you're anxiously awaiting, and other than John D, nobody in the party can see Ariel at this time.
Nope. I want to have my guys call out and verify stuff, but I also want to keep things moving.
Ariel's going to...
By the way, you're at about the end of the 50-foot rope.
Okay. He's going to go back up, actually, and he's going to relay what he saw.
Okay, so party, y'all get the relay there.
I'm thinking we all go down.
Maybe. I think there's definitely something in that room. Probably something that killed that thing, that person.
Or the
I don't
person
think.
is undead.
Yeah, that too. I don't think a random body is just gonna be sitting in the middle of the room with a torn open front.
Right. Fact of the matter is, if some people wait up here and the other group goes down, then they stand a better chance of being killed. We have the numbers. We should all go down at once.
Including the sleepers?
Fuck.
I say we keep a few people up here just on
Right.
watch.
Who wants to stay on watch with the sleepers?
I say the weaker. I say Essex because he's not gonna be. I don't want him to die down here. I don't need that. I don't need the boy getting smacked by a zombie and going down.
Is
Essex?
it gonna be big enough for Bevan down there?
I mean, I won't.
That might be
argue.
difficult getting Bevan back
Getting you-
up. It might be best for Bevan to stay up to guard.
Getting Bevan down and up is gonna be hard. He might want you to stay up
Bevan,
here
you want
as
to
well.
stay up here?
I can do that.
What? Y'all couldn't cast fly on Bevan and let Bevan just fly up out of the hole?
That would require standing there, well, 30 minutes. It's just hanging out down in that dungeon just to get one spell for one person.
Okay, maybe this dungeon is too big because at the rate you are going, you are going to be down in this dungeon a long time.
Sounds like we better get a move on. I'm thinking Bevan and Essex can stay up with the sleepers.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Feltic,
Oh,
John, the four Corvos, Robin, Sebastian, who's also a Corvo, so make that 5. Veritas, Ariel go down. Out of character, of course, these people are going to be awake next session and we'll be halfway into the dungeon or another 2 rooms. Same difference, who knows. And that's kind of meh, but I don't think we should drag their sleeping bodies down in character. That seems like a bad idea.
How about this? I keep my familiar up there with them. So there can at least be one-way communication.
That is true. We should keep our familiar. You should keep your familiars up here. Someone turn on their camera.
Fixer, I think your camera's on. Oh, Bevan.
That's Bevan.
Actually. I'm gonna disable your video for you there, Bev. I pressed the wrong button. Bevan, I disabled your video.
So
It's still there on my end, just frozen.
Yeah, it's still there.
God damn it.
we have Bevan.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna
Bevan,
change the
Essex,
permission
and-
around here.
Bevan, Essex, and the familiars.
Bevan has 6 familiars. Are there anyone else that's gonna stay up here?
God, why is
Alright,
it
cool.
working?
I guess everyone else
There
is
it goes.
gonna.
Uh-huh.
Because Bevan left.
She just straight up disconnected.
Okay. Welcome back.
I guess that everyone else is going down.
You guys need to
Seems to be
stop
the-
pressing the wrong buttons.
I didn't push any button. I don't know how it did that to begin with.
It doesn't trigger out of nowhere.
To share their video screen share or stream. Huh. Let me add a thing for adventurers. No video for you.
Aww.
Okay, so Bevan, Aubree is handing you the amulet versus undead. If you're going to stay up here, go on and take this till we come back.
Alrighty.
Good idea. Although I hope we don't need it down there. But we have Veritas. Hopefully that will
So
do.
you have Veritas.
And I
You
have
can
to
do
make
it
a
for a
note
minute.
here.
You hope you won't need an amulet of turning undead in a dungeon of a necromancer.
Well, maybe at this point he's done setting guards. I don't know. I have hope,
Perfect
okay? Is that so
logic.
Tip of the
bad?
iceberg.
Perfect logic.
Right, listen, time's a wasting. Let's chop chop. Everyone knows what they're doing?
Yep.
Okay. So, Bevan is staying up. Aubree is going down. Essex is staying up. Feltec, John, Kragan, Goran, Pascal, Lars, Robin, Sebastian, Veritas, and Ariel are going down.
Does that mean someone actually interrupted me while I was studying?
You're
Who's
studying.
studying?
Did you stay for how long? Stay. Yeah, stay.
Yeah, I was with the pile of sleeping bodies.
30 minutes.
Studying 30 minutes.
Well, Feltec is staying with the sleeping bodies. I'm sure the rest can tell them what happened.
Do
Okay.
we want to wait 30
so-
minutes?
Come on. Why only last so long?
I know, man.
Let's get going.
So
I
Devin,
think that
Essex, the Sleepers, and Feltec are still up top. Correct?
Indeed.
I guess so,
Okay.
yeah.
And everyone else is going down.
Bevan, when the last of us go down, you're able to hold the rope. Should be able to brace it against your weight.
Yep.
Not that I'm calling you fat or anything, just... Sorry, Centaur.
Well, Devin does way more than anyone else in the party. So who's going down first?
Ariel can go back down first.
Okay, you're just flying down.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
Pascal,
Goran, perhaps I can
Goran.
help with my fly to get you guys down.
We should do that. Yeah, we'll help. Me and John can help you all down.
How much weight can you all support?
No idea.
Well, that's what I wanted to test originally, but
Alright.
got brushed off.
Pascal and the full plate, non-magical. Good test weight. Alright. John and Ariel grab one around one shoulder, the other shoulder, tie a rope around him in case y'all can't support him, and let's let the rope slack, but ready in case he drops more than a few feet, and let's see if y'all can float him down.
And 5, and let's see.
So basically what he just said we would go about doing.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep it going, unless someone has a better idea, in which case feel free to let me know. Because we're an hour
Okay.
and not even in this place.
Okay, so let me make sure I've got this right. John D. and Ariel are going to grab a hold of Pascal with a rope tied around Pascal and try to lower him down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to kill myself trying to look up the additional weight that a magic user can carry, but I'm pretty sure that between the two of them, they can do so.
Alright, in
Yeah.
that case, we'll use that method to lower people one after the other after the other.
Okay. And let's see how many of you there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yes,
9,
the
10 minus 2 is 8.
elves probably it could be done in the one person and
Do you want to test it one person with one of the last people, like Robin, who's probably lighter weight?
you probably could do that. Do we
Do you
want to?
Do you want to test it?
Robin?
Do you want to test it?
Sure, we'll
With their
test it.
permission.
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
thought you said problem and I... My bad, misheard.
So what are y'all doing? I'm in the dark here. Y'all have taken Pascal down.
And we'll try to individually take down the two elves so we can get two people at once.
The two elves. Okay, Veritas and Aubree.
Dungeon
that's
Master,
three
they
then.
tried to do it individually, so John with one, Ariel with the other, to test
Okay.
the weight limit issue.
Okay. Elves are pretty light, and let's see. Aubree's not wearing heavy armor. That won't be a problem, I'm going to say. Without looking it up, I could be wrong, so your Dungeon Master might be giving you a gimme. Who's carrying Veritas down?
How about Ariel?
Ariel probably.
Okay, Veritas, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Full plate.
Full plate, really?
Yeah, we'll probably need both
Yeah,
of
they're
you.
gonna start sync.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be more like a controlled crash in that case. but I'm not assigning damage for it. Okay?
Alright, guess there's a weight limit of about 1 elf in full plate armor. Good to know.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get the rest of the guys down, both of you on one, please.
Okay, so I've got Pascal, Aubree, Veritas, and who are y'all taking down next?
Robin?
Okay, no problem. After
let's get
Robin.
Kragan, Goran, Lars in that order.
Okay, Kragan, no problem. Lars, he's heavier than he looks. That's not quite a controlled crash, but it's definitely not. You're choosing to go down. You are going down.
You're pushing it upward so it doesn't go down quite so fast.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Kragan, Goran, Lars, okay. And then...
Sebastian.
Is that everyone? Sebastian, yeah, no problem.
We got Veritas, Ariel, Sebastian, Robin.
No, you already took Robin.
Alright, I'm just going down the list. Feltek is staying up, Essex is staying up, Bevan's up, Aubree's down. I think that is anyone. We'll look and double check, the last one and make sure, just in case. So if you want to roll a perception check for whoever was last.
Is
Otherwise,
the drunkard?
Who?
The drunkard.
Yeah, y'all took Sebastian. Okay.
Okay.
So, active party, of course, minus Bevan and Essex, who are keeping watch over Feltek, who's still studying, and the sleepers. 3 sleepers, a bookworm, and 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people.
No. 10.
Who am I forgetting?
Aubree, John D., Kragan, Goran, Pascal, Robin, Sebastian, Veritas, Lars, Ariel. There are a total of 16 of you. I have X's next to Bevan, Essex, Feltek, Rifle Nora 7. The 6 that are still up top.
Look, Aubree 1, Jaunty 2, 3, 4, 5 for them, 6 for Robin, 7 for Sebastian, 8 and 9 for Veritas and Ariel, and then 10 for Lars.
Alright, I'm missing someone here. I can't count one or the other.
It's 10 people. There are 10 of you down in the hole.
Alright. How wide is the doorway? 1 man?
1 man or 2 elves that are really good friends.
Alright, single file people. Pascal, I say he should be in the lead, because he's got the best defensive opportunities with his sword and decent armor. Lars, you want to come second?
Okay, let's see. Now, Lars, who's third?
Alright, after that, I'm thinking protection from undead, Veritas. Sound good?
Who's fourth?
Let's get John, Feltek, Ariel, the casters.
Feltek's not down with us.
Oh, that's right, Feltek isn't there. John, Ariel, Robin. Actually, stick Robin in the middle there, since John and Ariel can fly right now.
Who's next?
You want to stick close to Veritas? Alright, stick Aubree next to Veritas, my apologies. Here, should I just type this out? This will be faster. Pascal, Lars,
In that case,
Veritas.
I will erase what I was.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, y'all do a neater job. I'll go for a smoke real quick, because y'all are going to need a minute to figure out what y'all are doing after you get your marching order.
Sebastian,
Wow.
Goran, Kragan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I believe that's our marching order there. So once we get into the marching order, I'm thinking, did anyone bring like a really long stick or pole with them? Feltek had his spear, but he's upstairs studying. Because I'm thinking these tiles are probably booby-trapped, so we're going to use a sword or something on the tiles to attempt to Good idea, John. This is just as we move forward through the door. So, yeah, we'll check the floor for traps, because apparently
I'm back,
John D...
Sebastian.
Welcome back. Sebastian, you were moved downstairs. We thought you were conscious, so congratulations. Here, give me a second. I'll move this to common, just in case. So, you're down in
We
this
were
pit
speaking
room.
in common.
Well, no, I have it in out of character right now. Very funny.
I was making a joke.
So we'll check ahead. We'll have Pascal with his sword or someone's spare or something to check the floors for pressure plates and traps and such. From there, I'm thinking... we move on into the next room. Veritas, I want you ready to turn undead the moment that corpse moves up to attack us. Failing at that, people move through the doorway, then do your action. We need to let the fighters get through, because we got Kragan and Goran behind as a sandwich effect in case something comes from behind. They should be able to help while Lars and Pascal are up front. I think this is the best distribution of fighters. Does anyone have any objections or suggestions?
Hold on, question. Why don't we try turn undead first to see if we can make certain that it's undead before we go stumbling in?
Sure, we can try that if that works. Veritas, are you able to turn undead if there are none visibly present, or is that something you have to see them at first?
That is a great question.
Your god's probably not going to be really fond if you're just calling out their name and invoking their power when you don't even see something.
I figured.
So, I had figured that as well, but in character my guys aren't that pious enough to know those levels of details. So I assume Veritas is explaining just that it's a bad idea, so alright. Be ready the second you see it, that's why you're third in formation. We're gonna move through the doorways quickly. People, if that thing moves up to attack us, move through. Let Veritas try and turn, and clear the doorway so people can go through. Alright, everyone on the same page here. I hear no objections. Aye. Silence is consent. Alright, Dungeon Master. Pascal's going to be checking the floor as he walks forward slowly as we go into this formation to make sure there aren't any floor-based traps.
Okay, Pascal.
Pressure plates, oddities.
Yeah. You're a non-thief trying to detect traps. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Isn't Ariel in the front?
No.
No, I don't have it there. Unless, Ariel, do you want to check for traps before we go forward?
Yeah, I was going to say, put him in the front. He's also able to fly, so if anything happens, he'll just fly out of the way.
Ariel, check for traps, then we'll move forward.
Okay, Ariel, what are you checking for traps?
Let me go check. 35.
Okay,
check the floors, the door, the walls.
Yeah, floor, doors, everything.
So, from between where the party is, clustered around that continual light stone that's still laying on the floor.
I think Pascal will pick that up.
He'll check the floor.
Who's picking it up? Pascal?
Pascal, it's his.
Okay. Wait. Who all has a continual light stone out right now? I need to note this.
Hold on. Ariel picked that up when he was looking through the door.
Oh. Ariel, can I have that back?
He will toss it back to you.
Alright, Pascal will catch it as soon as the Dungeon Master says so. And let's move forward.
Okay, so the 3 Corvos have light stones out.
Dungeon Master, do you allow me to have them like shift their shields up onto their arms so that they
can hold the stone?
Well? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow for that. And
in
of course,
combat,
Lars...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
If in combat, they'll drop the light stone at their feet unless there's like a condition like, oh hey, the floor is sloping, in which case not.
Okay.
So that
is incumbent upon you to remember and state that course of action at the time.
Duly noted.
Okay, and party, remember, Lars does have his sword out, and that thing does put off light, even though it's a softer light, equal to a torch. Okay, so there are 4 light sources currently going on. Yeah, that's actually a fairly, I wouldn't say common, but not rare. An uncommon feature of magic swords is that they are able to either emit light regardless, or upon command, or under certain circumstances. There's a certain type of magic sword that's potent against undead that only glows in the presence of the undead.
Huh, that's some Tolkien-esque thing right there.
Yeah, it is. And trust me, Gary Gygax was not shy about stealing from Tolkien or anyone else.
Alright. Is that common knowledge, Dungeon
Gotta be
Master?
inclusive, man.
Okay, multiple speakers. I'm going to go double M first.
Was that common knowledge? The stuff about glowing swords?
That is not common knowledge, but some of you may or may not have heard about it.
No, just wondering if there needs to be an entry in common info.
We will revisit that issue.
Duly noted. I'll put it on to-do list.
Me, you, and Lydia at some point.
Make an uncommon info. Oh wait, is that LNL?
Uncommon info. Okay.
Anyways.
Now
Night
we
flight's
are.
wasting.
Yes, time is wasting. New party. Hold on. Let me do for Ariel here. Ariel, you are checking between where the party is and the door to include the door for traps, and you said what, 35? Ariel, you're muted.
Sorry, yes, 35.
And you're still floating off the ground, so if there is a trap, you won't set it off yourself, right?
Yes. Still off the ground.
Yeah, you don't detect any.
We'll relay that. I don't think there's any.
Okay, are you flying back to your position in the formation?
Yes.
Okay. I've got you and John D off the ground, but close to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sense.
And y'all are not necessarily a strictly single file line, but kind of keeping in this order, especially when passing through narrow things like doorways.
Yes. I believe
Okay.
Coaster Mama just disconnected. Dungeon Master Pascal's still checking for traps anyways. I know he's not a thief trying to thief things, but courtesy.
All right. And we got Coaster back. Good. So, party people, you advance to the door. What does the party wish to do at this time? New in actions for the round. I'm again assuming that you all have your weapons, either bow or melee, out. Bow at the ready, treading cautiously behind Veritas. Pardon. That felt good. By the way, Aubree, tell me an out of character, or did you get fully healed up from the ministrations of the other healers while you were in the sleeping sickness?
95, I believe.
95. Okay. Just for note, and I should have penalized you for this because that crit you took to your right foot, that I should have, okay, 95%.
I'm not sure how much that is, but
I should have penalized you on that dex check, so you got a freebie there. You still have a little bit of sensitivity with that right foot. I'm not going to cripple you, but... All right, and that's the one person I did note. I didn't know it at the time earlier, but I did have a note here that Shiny was down 32 hit points, so that's pretty good. Y'all did a lot of healing there. Okay, Pascal pokes the door lightly with his sword to see if it moves. It does not. Try the handle as he has done before, off to the side, suggesting the party does the same. So the party's going to kind of wrap around to the right.
Handle's on the right side, I take it then. Does it open inwards or outwards?
It opens. It opens towards you.
All right.
Warren and Craig and a ready hammer across with. Huh?
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, that almost sounded like a door opening in the music track.
Okay. Again, obviously, nobody has done maintenance here because the hinges, they creak. No, nobody has oiled this shit in a long time.
All right.
So you pull the door, you turn the doorknob with your shield hand and pull it and give it a pull to make it swing open all the way while you're behind the thing to. Well, you can't really get behind anything because remember it's recessed in that little alcove type thing.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Alright, forget being behind, although he will suggest everyone else, if they can, just off to the side a little bit.
So, and that reminds me, I have to progress this by a little bit. And 0. And wait a second, what was that in character chat?
Essex.
Oh, talking to Bevan. Okay. For a minute there, I thought it was Veltec. Yeah. Okay. So, Pascal, by the light of your continual light stone, that is no longer doubling duty as your door opening hand, you can see about as much of this hallway as Ariel could before, and you can see said corpse on the floor in front of you. What do you wish to do, Pascal?
Hey, Kragan, line up a shot and shoot that thing. Dungeon Master
Okay,
Kragan
so
will fire with the crossbow.
Pascal, I assume you're scrunching over to one side, and Kragan, you're going to shoot the corpse. Roll to hit.
Heyo.
You know what's going to happen here.
I do. Dang it, I can't with the keys. D20 minus 2 from non-proficiency. 8 at 6th level.
Okay, you shoot the corpse. The crossbow bolt, is there anything special about it?
Nope. Standard crossbow bolt. Light crossbow ammo.
Thumps into it. And it's there. There is no reaction.
Any reaction from any other parts of the room by any chance?
Not that you hear or see.
Alright, back into formation. Pascal's going to cast his Lightstone, aiming for the rough area that the creature is in.
The creature.
The corpse. I know it's a monster, I just know it.
It's like, okay, so 5 feet in front of you, you're tossing the Lightstone.
Oh, it's only 5 feet? My bad.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the door.
Ah, my bad, I had it further away. Wow. Okay. Fuck. Moving in. Slowly. Looking for traps, obviously.
Okay. All right. As you come through here, passing over the corpse, it reaches up and grabs you in the nutsack. No, just kidding. Okay.
Thank you, Codpiece.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. To your left, this corridor goes about 60 feet. To your right, it goes about 20 and then tees east and west.
Okay.
Okay.
And ahead it goes how deep?
Straight ahead of you, across from you, it's about 30 feet. This hallway is 30 feet across. And there is a door, just like the one you came through, directly opposite you.
Great. Intersections. Lovely.
Now, about 10, 20, 30, 40, about 45 feet to the north, to your left, it appears like there are 2 more alcoves, one on each side of the hallway.
Okay. Give me a second, because I am unfortunately being paged.
Okay.
Let's have everyone move through.
Okay.
Wait, alcoves. Isn't that the same place where the skeleton stood sentry?
Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
Hey, I have Streamlets. Okay. So, let's stick to the right-hand side of this thing, guys. We're going to head back south and just work our way through this, slowly but surely.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
Well, the rest of them heard it. Double M. The, if I remember correctly, the skeletons
Hi.
When they weren't actively fighting, they stood in the alcoves guarding.
Duly
Something to
noted,
consider.
John. Okay, good. We can probably fire a precautionary bolt. Dungeon Master, as Kragan passes by the corpse, he'll try and recover his crossbow bolts.
Duly noted. It's intact.
Alright, in that case, he'll load his crossbow gun.
Okay. And what way is the party going?
Back south, hugging the right wall, essentially. We're keeping with the right wall.
Okay. So you'll travel about 20 feet. And welcome back, Aubree. You haven't missed anything. Let's see. All right. Pascal is on point. All right. Pascal, after going about 20, 25 feet or so, the passage tees.
Alright, look to the left, look to the right.
Okay. Nothing that you can see in either direction. But again, at this point, because the continual light gives off light, how far?
120 feet, I think.
Oh, okay.
Very far.
All
I
right.
thought you'd been underplaying the lights a bit.
Yeah, I guess I have. I was thinking it was less. 120.
You're probably thinking light, not continual light.
Yeah, I think that's where I was tripping up. Okay, Pascal, give me a perception check.
Alright,
This
give
is
me
like
just
tasting
a
the
second.
sun.
Sorry, keyboard is hard to work with. 9. I have a perception of 15.
Okay, so due south, the middle of the passageway that the party has been in, you spy what looks like a bottle. On the other side of the bottle appears to be a cell, like a jail cell or a prison cell, because there are bars. So all along the south wall of this T intersection, you'll be able to notice 5 cells. Okay? And I need to check something. Doot. Okay, and I need to see.
Would the rest of the flyers be able to see this since they're like over people's shoulders and such?
Quite possibly. Although I've got y'all back a little ways.
I'm thinking with a corridor this wise, you can probably change up the marching order to be 2 or 2 or 3 by 3.
Now, where this corridor has teed and went left and right, or east and west, again, it's about 30 feet across. And
3 feet.
Pascal, I need another perception check.
Okay. 15, make it on the nose.
To your right, to the west, you hear something.
Alright, look in that direction and telling the others that I just heard something.
You don't see anything, but you hear something.
Swords out, guys, invisible. And how far away does this thing sound?
You're not sure, but it sounds to be coming closer.
Fuck. Poke out with the sword a bunch and see if we hit something.
Okay, are you staying in the north-south portion, or are you moving to the west?
Give me a second. North, south portion, or west? I'm trying to visualize this and I'm having a bit of difficulty. We entered in from there. We started heading south.
Imagine a capital T upside down.
You know what, actually? We're going to draw back a little bit so that we're not in the T itself. Craig and Goran, move up front to be fighters. Everyone else, be ready. Watch your backs.
Okay, so I got Craig and Goran, Pascal, and Lars up at the front, and y'all have backed up. Give me your east or west to east order of these 4.
All right, let's go Pascal.
It's just those 4. You can tell me. You don't have to type it out.
Yep,
Okay, Pascal, Lars, Goran, Kragan. Okay. Anyhow, the noise is getting closer. Pascal, Lars, Goran, Kragan. And Pascal,
Okay.
you're pretty damn sure it's right there. Do you wish to swing?
Yeah, swing. Going for like a sweeping thing, trying to cover everything in front of me if I can.
Okay, initiative. Just
Alright.
you.
What? God damn it.
Roll to hit.
D20, I did not do that, so just +1. 14 at 7th level.
14 at 7.
What's the plus and minus for?
Well, Kragan is not proficient with the crossbow, so he is -2 as a fighter. Pascal has a 17 strength rating, and so he gets a +1 to hit. Welcome back.
Okay.
Okay. You don't connect anything, but you hear something swing through the air near you.
Veritas, turn undead.
And hold on. Where was that?
Perhaps try parrying now.
Can't parry if you can't see. I mean, you could try.
You can have a defense position.
What? Yeah.
Kragan, what's your dex bonus?
Kragan does not have a dex bonus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I should have put him in the middle. Oh well.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Gone.
Kragan, take 5 hit points of damage as a skeleton appears to your left.
Duly noted.
And at this point, now we go into party initiative.
Dungeon
Is
Master,
that-
of course, Pascal would have barked this out after something missed him.
Was to turn undead.
To Veritas, yes.
Okay, so give me an initiative roll for the party, Pascal.
6. Hey.
Okay. And tell you what, gang, in the future, I think we're going to either get Essex or Coaster Mama to dice initiative, since they're kind of in fucking complete chill mode here.
Alright. Aubree, put in your actions first. Let's go in order, yeah, Dungeon Master?
Yes, please, in order.
Bevan, Essex, Feltec should be exempted from this, though.
Yeah. And I'm going to go for a smoke real quick while y'all get this hammered in.
Y'all are really just going on and exploring this dungeon.
What do you want us
Yep.
to do, man? Maybe we'll draw back and get you all for the start of next session.
Makes sense, honestly.
The only reason I can concur with that is because hopefully we'll have people not in sleeping sickness anymore then.
Well, we only got like 30 minutes left, so probably this encounter, and then we're gonna end it, maybe?
Depending on how fast you do that, because that turn undead could really just end this in one round.
That's the plan.
See anyone typing in actions for the round for some
Yep.
reason.
I'm here.
Here's the slight problem with that, and that is
Yeah, you're the only one I
I-
see.
I- I only turn the undead.
If it's high enough,
Okay,
maybe
then.
you destroy them. That's DM level
That's me
knowledge.
then.
Actually.
I
John,
can't
you're up.
destroy them. I'm not high enough level.
John, you're up. Alright.
Even
Me,
still, it helps.
Robin, what are you doing?
It'll work, but it's just
Turn the undead then. That might make
Plus,
them
it
visible,
makes
and
them
then we
visible.
can kill them.
again, as I said, I'm still going to. It'll make them visible. I can't destroy them.
Hey, didn't girls say that there's a chance of you destroying him, just not a certainty?
Aubree, we started going forward. Pascal heard stuff. We retreated. We're in the hallway that's about 30 feet wide. The Corvos took up positions front and center. Pascal swung at something and missed. So it swung at him, it missed, and something hit Kragan and turned visible. And Pascal has just barked for Veritas to turn the undead. Now we are saying our actions in the thing. Sorry if that wasn't as fast. Alright, speaking of actions, Robin.
A new unread.
Oh, that's right, Aubree is there. My bad. Alright. Sebastian, you're up. Veritas and Ariel, you'll be next. Oh my god, Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian, the party has backed up a bit after Pascal called out that he heard something. The Corvo brothers, your brothers, are all up front and center. Pascal swung at something and missed. Something swung at him and missed. Something hit Kragan. A skeleton turned visible. What are you doing this round? Bow and arrow. Okay. Veritas, Ariel. Sorry, Dungeon Master. Trying to keep things moving.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Veritas turning undead. Ariel ready to attack. I believe that is everyone. If someone believes they have not had a chance to go, now's the time.
Hey, Mama. No, they're in a dungeon crawl. Yes, their very first dungeon crawl.
What's the difference between a dungeon crawl and a dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
A dungeon is just a dungeon. A dungeon crawl is when you go in there and painstakingly
Crawl.
crawl
Yeah,
through
it's
it.
been quite a crawl, it feels. Alright, Dungeon Master, I believe our actions are locked in for the round.
Okay, let's see. John D. Sticking to the ceiling to steer clear of melee spilling into where he is, waiting for the turn undead. Kragan, attack visible Skelly. Goran, try to attack whatever is in front of him if he thinks there is invisible in front of him. Otherwise, support Kragan. Support Kragan by attacking, parrying, what? Okay. Pascal, going for a sweeping attack again. Okay, so Lars is holding back since you're doing the sweeping stuff.
Oh. Oh well.
Okay.
I don't have a telepathic link with him to coordinate. Oops.
Yeah. Bow at ready, but staying the fuck out of the way for melee fighters. Robin, magic missile. Okay. Looking for clear shot. Veritas, turning undead. Ariel, ready to attack. Okay. So either Coaster Mama or Dom, one of you, dice initiative for the party.
Dungeon Master, party dice initiative and got a 6. You had me do it.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Sorry,
My bad.
guys. I would hate to steal your thunder, but we got a 6.
Yeah, y'all did this one. And that's noted. So the party has initiative, and I just have to leave off. There we go. So first attack is going to be, let's see here. Kragan and Goran, you attack at 6th.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Kragan attacks with his sword at 9th. Goran attacks at 8th with his hammer. But they are 6th level fighters.
Okay, they're both 3 for 2, though.
Yes.
What about Pascal?
Pascal is also 3 for 2. He did one attack at the pre-round. Don't know if that affects or not.
Yeah, it's going to put it in your favor this round. Okay, so Kragan, roll to hit.
Alright, Kragan is +5. 21 at 9th.
Dice your damage.
Apologies, I'm having a harder time rolling than usual. New keyboard. Okay, these are man-sized, I assume, so D8 plus 6 from strength. 7 points of damage. Hey, minimum.
And scratch a piece of paper. 7. Okay. And Goran, you're backing him up with an attack. Roll to hit.
D20 plus 2 from strength at 8th. 21 at 8th.
Dice your damage.
It's D4 plus 1 for man-sized, plus another 4 is +5. 6 points of damage. Another minimum damage roll. Thank you, strength
Okay.
ratings.
The two of you have knocked the crap out of it, but it's still up.
Dungeon Master, is
And-
this thing, do we see it modified like the previous ones had been?
Yes, it's not as tall as the previous ones. This one's more normal in size, but it has been augmented, and it swings and misses just to get you two out of... Nope, can't do that yet. Now, on to the other side. Pascal, roll to hit.
19 at 7th.
Dice
Plus
your damage.
minus.
As you hit this thing, it becomes visible.
6 points of damage.
Okay. And Lars will go ahead and take a shot at it since it's visible now. Oh crap, I think he missed.
What? I'm sorry, Dungeon Master. I appear to have had an aneurysm, dude. What did you say?
I think he missed.
Did he get in that one?
No, he didn't fumble.
Huh.
You got a 2.
Huh.
Let me check.
I would have assumed skeletons would be easy to hit, and he attacks
What
so
realm
well.
of
They have armor.
possibility
They
where
have
does
advanced armor.
Lars doesn't
Oh no,
hit?
no, I'm sorry. He hit it.
That makes a lot more sense.
I was about to say, what type of universe does Lars not hit in?
Whenever he rolls 1.
If it's himself.
I mean, Lars could probably swing at Pascal when Pascal has his sword set to max and he's parrying or evading, and he might not hit. But Pascal has amazingly good armor class.
Okay, between the damage that Pascal and Lars does, that thing is destroyed.
Sweet. Thanks, Lars.
Okay. 1 down and 12 to go. I mean, 12 to go, yeah.
12,000 to go, yes.
Yeah,
You're gonna
something
be
like
swimming
that.
so much, our arms are gonna be sore as though after those.
Or
Okay.
you allow the turn to happen.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking, obviously.
Okay, next option to come up is Robin's Magic Missile. Robin, I assume you're targeting the one that Lars did not just pulverize. So dice your damage. Okay, as Robin sends forth streaks of green that destroy the other one. And at that point, let's see, the next thing would be Veritas pulling forth the holy symbol in the name. Well, I mean, you can go ahead and put the words out there if you want to, Veritas, but yeah, in fact, I think you would, because you saw undead. So Veritas, give me a roll, a d20, because things.
20.
Wow.
Yes!
Okay, so you
Not
feel
20.
you feel the connection with your goddess and the power surge, and you'd swear that those continual light stones glowed just a little bit brighter for a moment there. And however, and you're a 5th level cleric?
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't destroy them, it turns them, and they probably turn visible. And you got a fucking 20, man. That's awesome.
Okay. Awesome, yeah. Anyhow,
You feel a little bit closer to your goddess.
yeah, anyhow, Sebastian, you don't have a clear target, but it's noted that you were ready. Same with Ariel, ready to attack, but you never had a clear target. What does the party wish to do now?
What happened with the turning?
Well, didn't see any effects because between the 4 Corvos up front, y'all smashed the crap out of those 2 things.
Do we still hear things moving around?
Other than yourselves, no.
Pascal's gonna wait for a minute and listen to make sure he doesn't hear anything. Otherwise, there might have just been those 2, and we destroyed them before you could turn them, which sucks. Kragan will bind wounds.
Duly noted. I was just thinking of that. 1 hit point restored.
And I actually thought of it, but was gonna wait a second. Yeah, okay, marking off a bandage. Pascal didn't need to bind wounds, did he? Like, he fell, but that's not a, oh, you got a cut. That's a, damn,
No,
it landed
you
hard on your
didn't.
ass.
You didn't take damage from that fall, remember? Oh, wait,
John
you
will-
did.
Oh,
When the floor gave way.
yeah, oof. Too late now.
Yeah,
Mind.
you forgot about that. Yeah, you won't recover any hit point from that.
Should I still bind? Well, I mean, yeah, if it's still a wound, I'll still bind it.
Yeah.
Alright, marking
Hey.
off a thingy.
John will check to see if any of his stars would have happened to come back by now. He's
No.
still waiting on 2 from the previous day.
Yeah, it hasn't been 24 hours there, John D.
I agree with Aubree. Damn, there's still 20 minutes left of session. Desert Master, did we see anything in those cages?
Well, y'all backed up a little, remember?
Ah.
So you can see the first cell, the one that's pretty much straight in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing looks like it's got maybe 20, 30 skeletons in it.
Are the
Not
skeletons...
animated skeletons, just plain old laying there dead people skeletons.
Lovely. I'm gonna guess body parts. Okay, that's enough for me, guys. I say we... I feel bad doing this, Dungeon Master, but the fact is the party shouldn't face this unless we're at full strength, and we've got half the party sleeping sickness upstairs. So the smart move really would be to just wait until they wake up, and then go down at full force, but there's still like 17 minutes left of the session. I don't know how to play this, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
Can we search the room?
Yeah, let's go back to the room that we entered into from this hallway, so back up there.
Okay.
Can we now check the rest of the cells?
John, I get the feeling I have an idea what's in there, and it's dead people.
Might as well confirm
I
it, though.
agree.
And make
Agree with
Grills
his
describe it
suspicions.
creatively as well.
Golden, you were saying?
I agree with you. Probably just dead bodies. And ammo and other things.
Yes, ammunition for his inevitable undead army takeover. I'm thinking we'll check out the room that we entered into to go into this hallway. And there's enough branching paths here, I'm concerned that we're going to need the full-size group. But let's try and do what we can here. So we're heading back to that room, Dungeon Master, north of us.
Back to the room that y'all came through the broken floor through.
No, the room next to it, to the east of that.
To the east. Okay, that's a corridor.
Oh, the corridor, my bad. So heading back up the corridor until we're back towards the area with those... Good lord, I can't speak.
Okay, so y'all go back, and the door that you came from is on your left. There's another door on the right.
Okay. The door on the left is still open, right? Did anyone close it?
Yeah,
behind?
nobody closed it, so it's open.
Good. Right, door on the right. Ahead of us, you said there was something. Correct? There was like 60 feet or so of corridor?
Yeah, 60 feet of corridor and a little alcove on each side, about 10 feet away from the end of the hall.
Aubree and Ariel. Do y'all want to send an arrow at each of those? Like John suggested, there might be skeletons there.
Sure.
Alright.
There you
Do
go.
it in sync,
Water
by
spell.
the way. Not one then the other. Just do it at roughly the same time in case they start moving. Kragan, Goran, Pascal, Lars, and Sebastian, get up here, man. We're gonna give them a clear line of fire, and then we're gonna move in front of them in a, V formation. I'll send you the exact formation, obviously, in case skeletons come to life, invisible, and start charging at us to attack. But right now we're giving the archers clear line of fire.
Okay.
Let's get...
Right then.
Hey, question, was there an alcove up in that hallway?
Okay, too many pronouns there.
T of the corridor, were there any alcoves?
At the T of the corridor, were there any alcoves? No. Just the 5 barred cells to the far south.
Can we roll the hit?
Sure.
Fire. Alright. You were shooting at the place. Or the alcoves that we said we were
Okay,
going
I
to shoot
saw.
at.
Yeah, I saw you that die roll. Okay.
She got 15. I got a 21.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot into those alcoves. Ariel, your arrow You hear the sound of it hitting stone, and you see some splinters and stuff flying. Aubree, your arrow, you hear it hit stone, and it clatters to the ground and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, no skeletons there invisible, or they're intangible also.
Nope, not. That better not be a thing. Jeez.
You all want to recover your arrows, or just leave them there and we'll deal with that later?
I'm fine with losing an arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we should
Turning
still
our
be
attention
careful.
back to the door to the east of this room.
Okay.
Describe it for me again, Dungeon Master. I'm trying to clarify my mental picture.
It looks just like the door that y'all came out of.
Okay, so recessed into the wall. Is there a bucket?
Not on the outside.
Huh.
Remember, the bucket was inside the room that y'all were in.
Huh.
So this appears to be another...
Going back to the single line formation with an exception, Ariel, do you want to listen at the door and see if you hear anything?
Sure.
Alright. Pascal will give him a few feet in case he needs to quickly hightail it, like the door opens because a monster throws himself out. Otherwise, the standard one line formation.
Ariel, what's your
25%.
chance to hear noise?
25.
John, you were saying?
Live stream what this dungeon looks like.
It would be nice, but we'll have to work off of imagination.
Okay.
Look, imagination only goes as far as what someone can describe.
I've got a rough idea of the layout.
Okay. Ariel, you don't hear anything at the door.
No.
Hold on, Aubree. Are you casting Fairy Fire at this point in time?
Oh, give me a second, migraine.
And you cast on an invisible target if you don't know it's there?
Okay, in what direction? You're not just going to get missile lock. Okay, so you're okay, where are you aiming your fairy fire? Are you aiming it towards the door, towards the wall, towards... You got to have a general direction. And if there's something there for you to hit... Okay, to the north?
We shot down the north, Aubree, because there were little enclosures that we thought might be hiding invisible undead. Your arrows had no effect, so we're moving towards the east end of this room, where there is a recessed door, much like the one we entered through to get to this room.
Then east. Okay, you throw your spell, and it doesn't hit anything except for the door that Ariel was listening at, and now the door is fairy fired.
Whoa.
Okay, what does the party wish to do now?
Okay, Ariel didn't hear anything at the door.
Nope.
Alright, back in formation. Let's try this one more time. Poke the door with the sword to see if it budges.
Oh, it seems to be shut.
Alright, and it's recessed, so I'm not able to go at it from the side, huh?
Before he pokes at it, there is a check for traps on the door.
And your trap percentage is what?
35.
You don't find any.
Alright.
Okay.
So, Pascal, you're going to turn the knob with your left hand and then push it open with your sword?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you do so, Pascal. As you do, Give me a perception check. You are at massive bonuses here.
Eh. And I would make it on the nose anyways.
Okay. About 10 feet in front of you on the floor. Looks like a bottle. Otherwise, the room looks identical in size and design to the one that y'all started out in.
Any other doors?
No other doors that you can see.
What does the ceiling look like?
Well, as you're looking up at the ceiling, something attacks you from your right, snarling and growling.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did it swing and miss, or did I take damage?
Let's see. I'm checking your armor class. Okay, it swung and missed on its initial attack and dice initiative.
Okay.
Let either Dom or Coaster Mama do it, please.
Dungeon Master, I'm gonna have Pascal shout something out.
I can't hear a thing.
You can't hear a thing.
Mic check, John. Can you hear us now? John D, can you hear me now?
For some reason, cutting out every now and then.
Oh.
I hear you, dude.
Oh. Okay, so should I type this in character chat, Dungeon Master, or how do you want to handle this? Because I know this is one of those things where time is paused, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, the back the fuck up thing.
He's trying to tell the party to back up so that we can go back into the room we were just in and fight over there versus going into a room that has not been secured. Yes, John.
No, I tried to draw something to visualize. Is this in any way correct?
Which channel was that in?
Images.
Images. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's close.
Like, you said south is short and there's jail cells all along the T.
Yeah, but they're separated. There are
yeah, I
big
know.
separations
That was
between
done
them.
to be simplified.
Now, there's a doorway across from the entry room that looks just like the door y'all came out of. But yeah, you're pretty close there, Vader.
And we went through the additional door.
The one across the hall from the entry, yeah.
Okay, and something attacked someone.
Something attacked Pascal. Back it up. Fight in this room, not that. Okay. And I'm still waiting on that initiative roll from...
Actions?
Evan or Essex, who wants to do it?
Okay, Pascal. Actually, I need to see actions for the round from everyone, but pretty much Pascal is the one in the bottleneck right now. I'm going to go for a couple of drags real quick while y'all figure out what y'all are doing.
You are still muted, in case you tried to respond.
Aubree, goddammit.
Oh, they're they can fight the money now, Mama.
I didn't just hear that. Totally didn't just hear that. I don't want to hear that. No,
We about to
please
fight
don't.
the money.
Well, at least I'm not there.
I heard the
Well, I
money,
don't think you guys are
but
fucked.
mummy
John
would be
D,
worse.
what are you doing this round? It was probably a mummy. We're probably fucked. Maybe not.
Hey, we got a chance.
Now, party again. I want to call attention to Pascal saying something.
How great is that chance, though?
Waiting on John, then me, then Robin, then Leonard, then Golden. And then probably end of session because it's already 12 and we won't have the other party for it here.
What? Well, you know, it's not my fault. You're knocking things off.
Cats. I had fun here. I really did.
What? What do you want? You shouldn't stare at me like that. What am I doing? Whisper.
Aww.
Whisper. Wait,
Sounds like a bratty
here.
catty.
come here. Come here. Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, kind of skipped me over there, but that's fine. There's my guys,
Oh.
and I believe we're waiting on.
I saw Sebastian and I was just like, oh, let me press
No,
enter.
it's fine. This is mostly in order. I'm the one who's out. Well, actually, no, Robin's fashion. It doesn't matter. It should be a few enough heads that Dungeon Master should be good.
Why are you yelling at me?
Okay. Have y'all got all of your actions for the round in?
Yes. Spelling errors make me sick.
Is Discord slightly dying for anyone else?
I think it's
Is
on
what
your
now?
end. Check
I
your
think
ping.
so.
It's your end.
That's up to y'all. So,
It's like every like
Leonard.
30 seconds it goes slightly robotic, then stops.
I mean, Dungeon Master, I'm concerned this might not just be a simple undead where we can turn undead, or there's just two of them, so this might drag on a bit, and I don't know. I'd be willing to go for it, but,
All right, let's go for a round or two. See how this works out.
Alright. Everyone down with that?
Sure.
My magic missile awaits.
Okay, let's see. Aubree ready with the bow and silver arrows. John D floating up and casting magic missile at it if he can see it. Okay. Bow and arrow. Ariel and Veritas backing up. Kragan Goran moving to the front to support Pascal, who's backing up while trying to parry. If Kragan gets a shot, not expecting it, he will fire his crossbow. Otherwise, drop and draw a longsword as he goes. Robin with the magic missile. Okay. All right. Pascal,
Yes.
as you are backing out of that room and this thing is attacking you, dice your first parry.
13 at 7th.
13 at 7. Let me see. This
Thank God
thing
this
is.
sword improves my armor class so well. Is this thing visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Lovely. It wasn't just a one-trick pony.
15, so yours is 2 better. What'd you roll?
13 at 7th.
You parried it. And dice your second parry.
Okay. 11 at 7th.
Okay, you easily parried it that time. It's still stumbling forward, trying to bite you. And at this point, Kragan, Goran, and Lars, you can take a swing at this thing as it's pressing on with its bite attack.
Shall I start with Kragan? Dungeon Master?
Yes, start with Kragan.
17 at 9th.
Dice your damage.
Large or man-sized?
Man-sized.
D8 plus 6. 12 points of damage.
Duly noted. Goran,
18 at 8th.
dice your damage.
Man-sized means plus 5. 8 points of damage.
How much was the first damage?
12.
12 and 8, and the ghoul goes down.
Fucking ghouls. God damn it. Alright, are there more of them?
Does not appear to be at this time.
Alright. Pascal will stab it in the head and twist just to make sure. Because fuck those things.
Okay.
Okay.
And Lars is just standing there. He was ready to come down with the chop, and it's like, I think it's good.
Fucking hell, girls. You had me worried there. Fucking cunt.
Yeah, I know. Leaving the room and dropping the mummies line, and it was just a ghoul.
Uh-huh. To answer your question, Shiny, I'm sure Ghouls could mute himself if he wanted to. He just chooses to fuck with us. This seems like a good point to stop, though.
I'm tormenting my players, of course.
I'm having fun.
Yeah,
I'm a masochist. I'm being tortured, and I like it.
The anxiety level was up, and of course, yeah, y'all were ready to fight a mummy and run and hide, and oh shit, we're gonna die, it's a mummy, this thing outclasses
I figured if it was something strong, the parry plus my good armor class would probably save my ass from instant.
Yeah, it was just a goal. Okay, so, this is this. Let's see, Feltec was studying for, what was it, 45 minutes?
And party, this is why we have Pascal at the
front
head.
line.
Okay, Feltec, how long were you studying for?
Dungeon Master, 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay. Alright, because this is... I'm going to put this in the timeline. But it's 2:32. Feltec needs another 12 minutes. And he'll have that spell. So, let me put this in timeline.
Dungeon Master, I don't know if you'd call it meta or not, but I figured this is as good a way to get it done as possible. Pascal being like, fuck this jump scaring stuff, let's get the rest of the party in here.
8.
Honestly, even though John's perception is so high, you'd almost think by the amount, all the times he's failed with it, he has about the same perception as rifle.
Just want to throw out
I
there
was going to
that
say
party
more like
is still split up, and yes, metagame, but we'll have the people back next session to actually all do this together. Yeah, that's a little metagamey, but y'all are unusually susceptible to the sleeping sickness, so I'm not going to penalize for that.
Appreciate it, DM. I figured it was borderline.
Yeah. Fucking jump scaring bitch. Fuck this. Let's go get the others. Agreed. We're better when we have everyone together. Huh, yeah. Got the whole company together. Yeah, good thing.
If we didn't have it, I wouldn't have done it, is the issue. So it is totally meta, and there's... See, if I'm not being meta about it, then that party's going to spend some time doing jack and shit at the start of next session when we could smooth things over. So I wouldn't know how to do it.
And I can't wait until y'all have finished with this dungeon so I can tell you what it is.
Oh, that's easy. It's a mausoleum.
I stole this from somewhere.
No,
I swear if it's the Tomb of Horrors.
Nope.
No, it isn't. I should know. I've been reading up on the Tomb of Horrors.
That's the only name I know, though.
Hey,
I can confirm to you guys this isn't the Tomb of Horrors.
Congratulations, you got your tank back up into fighting strength at full hit points. So long as he doesn't get paralyzed by a ghoul or some stupid shit. I mean,
well, that's what the magic.
Yeah, can we just like
terrible
turn him into an elf somehow? True polymorph him.
I think we had a good strategy with Pascal front and center. He has the best armor class of my guys, at least. Good defense, good armor.
I'm gonna hit the head.
That is actually a fair idea. I'm gonna steal that for later.
Okay, so that's the official end of session. I have the timeline recorded.
I'm gonna go and hit the hay. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Dom, sleep well.
Okay. Good night.
You
Night.
guys,
Good night.
you guys too.
Let me
Good
copy
night.
that to a different channel. Good night.
Okay.
So did you guys have fun?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very combat heavy.
It was a dungeon crawl, Vader. I've been wanting to do that shit since we started, and now we're finally getting it.
I was literally talking about. I'm so excited to see if we'll be able to do it. I want to do a dungeon crawl in Grills' world. I was literally talking about to Coaster this morning.
I feel bad.
Thank you,
Like
everyone.
we left you upstairs.
Thank you, everyone. Well, he's only got 12 minutes left, and
I can't just magically know that I have to. Everyone's leaving. I should probably stop trying to memorize a spell.
I was gonna wake him up, but I was like,
Spellcasters, we really need to be better about the fact that y'all plopping down every third room to study spells in an uncleared dungeon. It's like, what if there's a Bodak in the next room that gets bored of waiting for us and comes through the door, and we lose initiative that way, and it kills someone, Lars, with its gaze, and it's like, well, shit.
Ooh,
We need to be better at that, I think. To only pray and study for spells. Yes, Aubree, an army of them.
Thanks for giving the DM ideas.
Oh, he already had this idea, sure of it. So we need to be better, I think, about only studying for spells when, like, we desperately need to, which, to be fair, after the mirror fight, we were pretty beat up. But not every third room, if we can help it.
Oh, come on, Aubree. An army of Bodaks wouldn't be realistic. Now, undead Bodaks. There you have it.
Think about the war mages, One Eye and Tom Tom. They went days without studying for spells, and it was only, okay, you guys, command element, guard our wagon, we're going to be in this covered wagon deal, and we're going to study.
And they also had more spells to use.
yeah, but they were paranoid about being out in the open and having their books open and somebody tossing a Molotov into their wagon. And I don't mean Leonard, okay?
Enemy spellcasters are fully aware that your spellbook is your ability as a magic user to cast spells.
your spellbook is very flammable.
Very flammable, and without it, you're fucked. Okay? Magic users know that when they are studying to get their spells back, they are super vulnerable. Okay? Especially out in the open. Okay, you've got an iron column around you, but still, one well-placed shot. And trust me, assassins will concentrate fire on spellcasters. And in the absence of spellcasters, leader types. And in those absence, healers. So, and those last two are kind of iffy.